Hey, it's Bailey with Shanti and Sunshine Wellness, and I'm here to bring you an all levels short yoga practice focused on taking care of our back. So if you have back pain or sit all day or have a daily movement practice, or you really just want to find a way to enhance your wellness with yoga, this short video is for you. I'm going to be walking you through some poses that help with my chronic back pain and help to stretch out the muscles surrounding the low back and the spine, as well as move our spine in all the ways it's supposed to move to encourage healthy movement throughout our day. Let's get started. So we'll start in our mountain pose, Tadasana. Centered, standing feet hips distance apart. If you are female and you are watching this video, you may think your hips are wider apart than they are. They're not. Take a look down. You can always check by kind of turning your toe, seeing if it brushes your ankle and bringing it back, or bending your knees and just making sure they're tracking over your toes. Finding groundedness in our feet. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down your back. Sigh. Feel your shoulders melt down your back. Inhale up. Exhale, sigh as they melt down your back. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, sigh. We're going to inhale our arms overhead. Exhale, sigh. Relax your shoulders down your back. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean over to one side. Gently getting a nice stretch in the side body, breathing into the side ribs. Taking your gaze to protect our neck, we're going to take our gaze down to the side we're bending towards. If you feel safe, you can explore looking up towards the sky. Then press into the outer corner of your outer foot. Lift your outer hand to come up to center on an inhale. Exhale over to the other side. Same stretch, different energy. Waking up the spine. Inhale into those side ribs. Exhale, release. Explore taking your gaze down to your mat. Up above. Inhale, come up. Exhale, swan dive down, bend your knees, fold forward. You can give your knees a hug. You can straighten them a little, you can hang. Allow yourself to come into this ragdoll pose, this pose of complete surrender. So we're just letting our arms and head hang heavy in a forward fold, hinging at the hips. Weight is evenly distributed throughout our feet, feeling grounded and surrendering at the same time. If you get to a point in your day where everything feels like too much, you feel overwhelmed, just take this pose, surrender. Allow the earth, the mat to absorb your problems. Inhale, roll up mindfully, one vertebrae at a time. So paying attention to our spine. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what my back is doing here. So we're looking for just a slight opening in our upper back, keeping our low back safe. So we're going to bring our hands to our low back or to our hips, whatever's more accessible to you. As we inhale, we're just going to open our heart up. See how my low back is staying pretty much the same. I'm really just opening my chest, letting my head fall back, getting that back bend in the top of my spine. If you feel strong and safe in your low back here, maybe add one arm reaching back. Relax the shoulder away from the ear. Go ahead and replace that with the other arm. Still feeling strong, supported by the earth, our legs, our hips, everything aligning for us. Inhale, bring your whole body back up. Exhale, go ahead and hug yourself, one arm over the other. Inhale, expand your wingspan. You're about to give someone you love a really big hug, and then hug yourself in the other direction. And then inhale back out. Exhale, let your arms fall down, sigh. Your shoulders melt down your back. We're going to do some gentle twists, exploring another movement our spine lets us do, which is this side to side rotation. So I'm picking my heel up, you see, as I twist to the other side and allowing my gaze to follow my back shoulder. If you get dizzy at any point, come back to mountain pose Tadasana, standing in stillness. And then go ahead, bring your legs wide, allow your body to naturally come to a stop. Notice and honor the pause that your body naturally takes as the momentum of your twisting stops. We'll inhale a tall, strong spine here, grounded in our feet, hands clasped behind our back as we fold forward, allowing our hands to cascade over our head. Go ahead and drop your right hand down to the mat. Inhale your left arm up to the sky. Gentle twist. If your hands don't reach the mat, practice bending your knees, or maybe placing a block, or just reaching towards the ground. Exhale, place the left hand. Inhale, the right arm twists. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, mindfully roll up one vertebrae at a time, loving on our spines. Take your feet out slightly to the corners of your mat. Bend your knees, come into goddess pose. So paying attention to our hips, our psoas, the muscles that connect to our low back and our spine is really important in total spine care. We need to take care of our whole body to take care of our back. Our back keeps us going, but our whole body can contribute to back pain. Emotions can contribute to back pain. Sitting all day can contribute to back pain. Opening our hips is a great exercise. And we'll inhale, come back up. Exhale, plant your hands. I'm going to come sideways on my mat now. We're going to take downward facing dog. So if you're new to yoga, downward facing dog can be accessed by coming to all fours, tucking the toes underneath, sending the hips up and back as you push into your hands. To strengthen your shoulders, push the mat away from you with your hands and away from your hands with your feet. We're like an upside down V. If at any point this becomes too much, come back down to the knees. Take child's pose. So for those of us in downward dog, we're going to bend one knee, then the other, one knee, and then the other. And you can stay in downward dog, take child's pose. Go ahead and lift your right leg, open it out to the side, bending the knee. You can draw small circles with your knee, In the other direction. Our weight is evenly distributed between the 3 parts of our body in contact with the ground. And then we bring this foot down. Take it on the other side, 3-legged dog, open the hip. Draw some circles. Opposite direction. Set it down. Everybody meet in child's pose. From child's pose, go ahead and come onto all fours. Step your right foot forward and come into a low lunge. Getting a really good stretch in our left hip flexors. You can stay down, or you can come up a little bit. Bring your hands to your thigh. And just frame your foot. See what it feels like to bring your right hand inside your right foot and start to gently take that right knee out to the right side, coming on to the outside edge of our right foot. Just experiment with that a little, coming into a small lizard pose. Come up and back through all fours. Inhale, switch your left foot in front. Low lunge on the other side, stretching those hip flexors, either staying down, coming to our thigh. And then bringing the left hand inside the left foot, coming out onto that outer edge a little bit, playing around with lizard pose. If this is not accessible to you, you can stay in a low lunge. Inhale, come back up. On all fours. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, come through a little bit as if you're doing thread the needle, but not the whole way. Inhale, back up. Moving with our breath. Exhale, thread through a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale, thread through a little bit. Now this time come all the way down onto your shoulder, making space for your neck. Left hand can stay where it is, can reach out long, or wrap around the back. Breathe here. Inhale, plant the hand, come back up. Take that on the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Thread the needle a little bit on your exhale, exploring the movement. Noticing any feelings of tightness. And then coming down onto the shoulder, making space for the neck. Taking the arm into whatever place feels right for you today. Breathing here. Planting the hand, coming back up, walking ourselves out into child's pose. We're going to try a flow of vinyasa in child's pose using child's pose and cobra. So on an inhale, we're going to pull ourselves forward into cobra from child's pose. Exhale back into child's pose. It'll look something like this. Inhale to cobra, hips are down, legs are about hips distance apart, hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale, adjust as you must. to come to child's pose. Inhale to cobra. I find my hands sliding forward just a little and back. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, coming back. You can either stay in child's pose, or if you experience some tension in your upper back or your shoulders, we can come into puppy pose from child's pose. From our child's pose, we're just going to kind of slide along our mat until our chest is as close to the mat as it can be, feeling an intense stretch in our shoulders, allowing our back to bend and breathing into it, protecting our spine. And then go ahead and walk yourself back, this time to hero's pose. So sitting on a blanket, a bolster, a block between your calves and your thighs, or just sitting with your legs stacked on top of each other. If this is not accessible to you, you can come to just a comfortable seat, Sukhasana or easy seat. We're just going to inhale, arms up again. Notice any differences in the body. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling, noticing any differences. Twisting to the other side. Inhale, come to center. We're going to make our ways to our backs. Hug our knees into our chest. Give ourselves a gentle massage. So rolling side to side, making circles with our tailbones. Other direction. We're going to open our legs, reach for our ankles behind our knees or our feet for happy baby. Opening our hips, releasing, feeling that grounded energy. Then you can start to move side to side if that calls to you. Rolling over onto one side. Go ahead and gently push yourself up, coming back to a comfortable seat. We're just going to start to wind down our practice, taking our head around in gentle circles to one direction. And then the other. Breathing deep into our backs, our bellies, our chest, our mid-back, puffing up our chest as we breathe in. Exhale, sigh, bring stillness to your body. One more time. Inhale fully, imagining the breath rocketing to any spaces of discomfort, tension, or pain. Exhale, release. This time I encourage you to find rest in whatever way is comfortable for you. There's so much more we can do with yoga for our backs, but this is just a really hopefully accessible beginner's level back care practice that you can start today with little to no yoga experience at all. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you'd like to see more of this type of video or have a specific topic for a yoga class in mind, please please feel free to comment below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.